Good morning, welcome back to my channel. If the first time you're seeing this face or stumble upon my channel, my name is Hugo I Go, and wherever I go you can go as well. So today, this morning, I'm in the place Italy, Rome. Actually, Rome's a different country, or the Vatican's a different country. I don't remember if it's two countries. I'm gonna check back on that little later. But I'm in Rome anyway. And little later on, I feel like I'm in the old part of Rome right now. Anyway, so just gonna take a tour through Rome itself and show you Rastaman in a Rome. Yeah. Just to actually show you this here, every symbol, every little thing what you see on building have a meaning. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that is anyway. So if anybody wants to tell me what they think that is, just make something in the comment. But we'll be seeing a lot of that today. As you can see, this structure actually constructed in 1870 or 1849. The more like 1849. Yeah, with the eagle up there as well. So, and then them, I don't know what you call them. If a dog or whatever it is, some form of funny looking dog thing anyway, see? And we're up in that's supposed to be a lion head with, and those are pure lion. One might be wondering why I'm in Rome. Well, if you're supposed to meet up with a one still, anything can bring anyone anywhere in the world. I was thinking to myself the other day, sometimes what a one don't think will happen to them or what they will do, there comes a time things are change. That's unexpected come your way. Life does change for whatever reason it is. Anyway, so you got to move with the time and do what you can do. As sometimes people say, boy, we never do this and we never do that there. Just like I just remember the second song here now, And I remember when I was in Spain, if you can remember what I say, everything belongs to I, the hurt is belong to I anyway. But people always want to take their share and things they moan everything still anyway, saying. But I want to be free still, walking, although rule and regulation and hurt anyway. But this little song here was being sung by Sugar Mine at 1979. Natty natty do a Rome, natty na fi go. Oh, we go again now. Natty me fi say don't go a Rome, natty say fi don't go a Rome. Anyway, me can't remember it and me can't remember the melody so much. But here I am anyway in Rome, and it's not a problem still. It's just a creation, the land, and although say some of the greatest power on earth will control a lot of things all over the earth is constructing from here and being hardened from here. Many things I'm not going to go into too much of the detail because as I say, is I wasn't there, and I only thing I can talk of is where I am. I couldn't go and say they create all the most wars and all them type of thing. Although I know the years is a kingdom of all the religious Christian world, the Catholic anyway. So that's basic detail I can say on that day. But anyway, I'm gonna roam somewhere in Rome. about for entering the Vatican. So pick me up and even I reach inside at the history of the Catholic world I'm entering into. And as I can see on the outside now there, the few adnans walking. So yeah. So I don't know what that car lining up for. If it's guests or them official or just a part of the road what lead around the Vatican itself. So let's see what we can see. So this is where the 100 of people gather every day, or 1,000. So I would say, welcome to the Vatican. And this is where you have the Christian world happening. The Catholic, I would say. Yeah. So personally, I'm just gonna do a little walk around. We're not gonna do actually going to the museum because museum a lot of money. Maybe the next time one day, you know, I might have the money to have that experience to see, but just gonna walk around and see what we can see, you know. Earlier on I was walking through that little kind of archway and there was some, when I'm going back out I'm gonna just film it and see if anyone know what those mean. It could be dates, it could be whatever it is. Just drop something at the description, the smart one out there, you know. In one of my previous videos gone by, I mentioned this. You know, there are 3 main ones in the world and 3 different cities into cities, right? You know, I mentioned it before, and this is one of them. You know, these are one of the main one. But there are 2 more into 2 different cities, right? One are in the city of London, Bank, and the other one are in the state of Colombia in America. You know, I will follow up on this little later on, my own opinion and my little vibes on the whole Italy, Rome, Vatican. So, you know, just go straight down in my cocoa box and tick out something and make you hear what my opinion is anyway. See? Yeah. So, walking back out of the main square, you know, some people get their mind full and belly full and spiritually full. You know, me have to say, what me get out of it, it's just a part of the experience to see where the art of, but then say Babylonian system start anyway, you know, so yeah. This is a brother from Casamance, Senegal. See, Senegal. And we meet just accidentally a one love. This is how we can live in love.
Have a nice day. Young lover.
That's the next thing what I'm gonna say anyway. This is one of the places where the most hustling take place too. And then we find a lot of African then, for instance, anyway. If you look through my camera and scan anything you pick up, you're going to see the 1 and 2. One from, most of them from Senegal, you know. Yeah. And then, look at this long street, wide street, right? You know, so you know, so when them have them mats or whatever it is, anyway, they pour come out of I go talk or gather in him crew them and in kingdom them and everybody, you know, see it. You know, me always talking to me Jamaican way if you explain the thing in a proper way, saying, you know, and speak his spokey thing. So from down there all the way back to up there, full of people. You know, me I say so, I don't know if anybody have much space to walk, and as something just come to my head a while ago too. You know, so the police status right now too. You know, police in every angle. Undercover police too. But you see the mark police them, you know. Don't go around. Natty say fi don't go around. Say fi don't go around. Natty say fi don't go around. Anyway, Sugar Miners, you know, if you go there, and maybe the whole part of Rastabat sing that song there, but you know, me come here for the experience and show me can do it. You know, see it. I'm done it. Seeing and nothing can stop my man from going anywhere apart from, well, you have some system of officials say, yeah, you can't come out of the country. Me not face that yet. So now we have come to the end of the video and you'll see what you could see. You know, it's not much to really talk about. Anyway, you know, just give me your own roughly opinion on what I'm gonna say, what, you know, I think of Italy, Rome, Vatican, you know. So let's have a little chit chat and see what can come out of it anyway. You know, as I mentioned earlier, this was the second to last video I make where I was traveling from Barcelona to Italy, and actually what that video was about anyway, taking a ferry, which was about 19 hours sailing from there to Italy. I'm gonna maybe put this up on the screen, actually the name of the place what we have docked into, and then from there driving up into Rome. When I first, you know, embark from the ferry and on my journey going to Rome, you know, I did not know what to think of Italy, because this is my first experience, you know, in the mainland Italy, you know, because I've been to a place called Sardinia before. That's one of the islands, you know, what Italy own, not so far from Sicily either. So I've been there one time, but this is my first time on mainland Italy. All right, driving on my way to Rome, I didn't know what I'm gonna experience, you know, because I heard so much of Italy, and I've come across a lot of Italian people, and I wouldn't say friends anyway, people I meet along the way, which I share great time with anyway in my apartment in London. You know, many people from, this is the way I think it was. When I meet one Italian person and I was so nice to them, you know, then there is a chain of them, you know, just in touch with me regular. So a lot of them come and stay in my apartment, you know, or my flat, what you call it. Not them time they're gone by anyway, but it's a long time now still. So I want to actually come into the mainland Italy and see if I would really get that same type of vibes from the people them who have I meet. Most people who travel kind of have a little different way of thinking compared to people who base and don't go anywhere, you know. Yeah, so as I say, I was traveling up to the Rome area now. Actually, before I actually reach into Rome, you know, I just feel some little funny feeling. It's not because of what I heard of, you know, Rome and those type of something. It's just a different feeling, you know, just like how I did feel when I was crossing over from Spain to Portugal. Although both countries have been few times before, but this time when I was crossing over from Spain to Portugal, is a different feeling. I was feeling so relaxed and of joy, you know, from Spain. Although Spain was nice still, you know, but it was just a different energy, just the landscape. Before, even I cross the border, it's just a feeling. And then when I actually cross into, you know, Portugal. It was so relaxing. So anyway, traveling into Rome and actually having that different type of feeling is a really hard feeling to explain to you. Hitting to Rome, but before I got into Rome, I never actually experienced such a bad road, you know. Big highway still, but you know, it was just such a bad, everything just feeling little rough, you know. Actually reaching to Rome now and start scanning while I'm driving through the city itself. And, you know, the people just so look different, you know. And I start feeling to myself, it coming like say, a lot of these people is so under so much under pressure or, you know, or them look jug out, you know. So anyway, traveling around and, you know, my main focus for the next day is to go into the Vatican to see what the Vatican is like anyway. So scanning out and trying to find a place to park up for the night. I come across a little place near a petrol station where we could park up with have a few old motor home. We park up there and I didn't really see anyone apart from one guy sitting in his little van a few chain down from where I was anyway, but there was a few little other old and motor home as I say. And my wife actually was speaking to this Indian man who was, you know, because the petrol station is very close. It was a while across anyway. And, you know, she was asking me, say, oh, what him think about this area, if feel it's safe or unsafe or whatever anyway. Him say, well, maybe best if you can find where you can go find a place where you can pay and park or something like that. Anyway, so anyway, we said we was gonna take the chance anyway because there was no one much around. But I know people either they in a their motor home or gonna come little later on. So while I was sitting there doing some editing on my laptop anyway, there was this man came along anyway, going into his motor home with this little girl she'd about 7 or 8 years old anyway. And then she just stand up right in front of the van staring at me. You know, her vibes alone give me a different energy. And then the father just stop there and stay for a little while and get into his motor home. Yeah, so from there now, you know, it's alright, I'm gonna just sit and relax anyway and eat some food anyway. But my feeling wasn't really that good there anyway. But I said I'm just gonna just try anyway. Seeing I decided I'm gonna put away some little garbage up just a few yards up the road there into the garbage place. And right same time this little girl and her mother was walking up that direction same time. And she started to look around at me in my face. You know, and me as a person who have children and been around children for many years and know how to really deal with children anyway. But this little girl staring in my face and, you know, the advice on me I pick up off a she, what I'm doing here anyway. And then I try to really create a energy for give her a good energy, even a little smile. No, she was just stiff in her look anyway. Anyway, that was that. But from there anyway, we said we was gonna lock down and, you know, try if it does stay the night there, something. But from there's a lot of, you know, one man come along with his car and then, you know, there were a lot of them out there chatting and chatting loud and time goes on in the night anyway. He says roughly about 2 o'clock time. A glimpse about 3 more guy or 4 more guy come along, you know, and then there was 2 women anyway who were part of the motor home. You know, it's a family of them anyway, but when about 3 or 4 more guys come there anyway about that time there, you know, it was wondering what's really going on anyway, you know, because I don't know, they doesn't sleep, you know, so that I was wondering, and I just feel say, you know, I don't know what is it anyway, I don't know what them have in mind, so you know what happened, I'm just gonna just make a little quick move from here, you know, because I just don't feel too settled here, and I just go into some, you know, different area completely and just park up and relax. Yeah, so come here the time now coming to making our way to the Vatican anyway. So, because I don't want this too long either. So I've made my way to the Vatican now, and as I say in the video, all those symbol and those things on wall and building, them actually have a meaning to it, and but you have to really study all of these things to know what the meaning is. Even the simple money you handle every day, everything on that money there, have a meaning, and you got to know what the meaning is anyway, because people just use things every day and just don't know what, behind all that there, you know. So all of these type of things, you got to really get, it's not a problem still, you know. I don't want to one go and burn them mind, make sense. People burn their mind if you try to understand things what them can't understand. But, when you get to certain level in life and you try to understand a lot of things what actually going on around you, then it make you a little bit wiser. There may be not much you can do, but just control your own mind and know how you deal with things. Because the greatest thing is to know yourself and create a biggest energy. Because for me anyway, there's no man higher than no man. We keep on maybe say that there. No man on earth is higher than me. Not because he may be rich or education or whatever it is, or even poorer. There's no man higher than no man. The only thing what make a difference is your feeling inside and what you can generate inside. Me have a virgin the other day where, he mentioned him not feeling too well in his body and he go and have a little checkup on certain things anyway. And I give him a little bit of insight and say, you know what's happened? You can use your own mind and heal yourself. And the thing about him, I tell him about the breath. But you can use your breath and help heal yourself, right? No, I'm not gonna go into too much of that because, as I say, if you want to know more, you got to really make your comment and asking me the question what you think, because I'm not a guru, I'm not a teacher, I'm not none of those type of people. I just only can explain my own experience in life because I use my own energy to sustain me, and that's the reason why some people might think I'm all over the place talking from one thing to the other. But these, if you listen it good, it makes sense anyway. Some get into all of these to a point anyway. Some people might say, get to the point. They're too anxious and not listening. I got to take my time and explain it in my own way. It's the same thing going to Rome and the Vatican with your own mind. Whatever you can create with your aura, see it, you can know things. Now, get back to the Vatican now. The Vatican been holding a lot of secret from years and years and many years, thousands of years gone by, right? And say just only a few handful of people are living there. And the few handful of people are living there, they have some great skill and power. Don't underestimate no man. Man have great power. No man, as I say, higher than the other. But me say, man have great power who have practice to learn and teach themselves. As I mentioned, maybe in some of my other video them, where people might just take it simple in a way. And you are that yourself if you get to know. Anyone can be a psychic. Anyone can tell what's going to really take place. But can you change it? The Vatican have something what lies some big secret from long time gone by. I don't want to draw a lot of names into it either. But all majority then of leaders of the world have connected with the Vatican. From the preacher, pastor, all of these politicians. Don't take all the politicians, them even simple too. Some of them are like a puppet still because they have reached the heights yet. But don't take them, even police, the simple police, what you see there, even some liars. Don't take them that simple. There's certain things where people study.
You know, some people born with certain little things, you know. It's only because it be get knocked out of a lot of people, you know, with certain education and certain type of system, knock out this great power out of a one. But there's some people, that's the reason why when it come on to ancient time, you know, as I said, people have great power. But, you know, so people learn things along the way as you grow older and older. But if you find yourself from as a young age, you can be one of the greatest person, or you're one of the greatest person to yourself anyway, and you know, full joy life, you know, instead of falling to the teaching of a lot of other system. And as I'm here talking about it now, especially the priests and the vicars them, just don't take them that lightly either. They're just like a police. They are police in a different form to the system. Because remember the system, police, Christian, and politician, they are one, but you have different category. So don't just take them simple. You know, some people use money to control you. Some people use spirituality to control you. You know, one thing I come across the other day, and some people not gonna agree with me. Even in the Rasta community too, all the religious gathering of place, they all, you know, are, yeah, they all informer in a church. If you think of a church where you go to, or people go to church in a one church, right? They all informer. Make you do something which they feel say is ungodly. They ain't going to inform on you to either the preacher or one of their brother or sister them say. They are informer. Trust me, every single one of them are informer. Remember, I grew up in the church, you know. Anyway, take it or leave it. Run with it or just ditch it. What I'm saying, it might make sense to you, might make not, or it might seem nonsense, but you know, this is my own personal thing anyway. So make your own comment and I need there and tell me what, you know, you see.